Hi, we're going to do an unboxing of a vintage version of Risk. I don't really know a lot about the game. I may be quite old in some people's minds, but yeah, I've never played it before. Thought it would be useful to get a copy, and this is the version that was bought for me, kindly. So I'm going to open it up and let everyone have a look and see what's on inside. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is try and get into the thing. I guess the first thing to look at is the box. This is a representation, I think, of the old cover that used to be on this game when it first came out many years ago, 1959 I think it was. So it's a representation. I think originally it would have been in this sort of square wooden box, but a more sort of cardboardy, rectangular type thing. On the side, it says Risk, or Risk, upside down, Risk. That side you've got, again, just saying Risk, Parker, 2 to 6 players, age 10 to adult, apparently. Yeah, so it's just got over. So there's no mention of Hasbro, which of course is the people who actually make this thing now. Nowadays. So you've also got a picture on the front. I guess it's a map of the world. Some depictions of playing cards. On the back there is, well, it just shows you what you're going to get really inside the box. So you've got pictures of some dice, the map there. You've got some counters, and it shows you some of the sort of plastic boxes and counters that hopefully will be inside the box there. It kind of gives you a bit of history as to what, it says 1959 version. It's been obviously well played for many years. I never played it though when I was a kid. And it goes into the contents there. Well, we're going to see the contents anyway. But yeah, Hasbro. As like with most toys these days, it is made by Hasbro, and that's either a good thing or a bad thing depending on your point of view. Let's get inside the box. Go. Okay, so we've had a look at the box. We've seen what that looks like. It is wood. You can hear it there. It's got some, I guess, some sort of protectors there, which I guess you wouldn't want to keep going once you've actually opened the thing up. So anyway, let's get inside the cellophane. Let's try and do it without damaging anything. Probably down the side here is probably best. Get in there. Get the cellophane off. Yep, there we go. Yeah, these are just cardboardy things to protect the corners. I think all of them are off, so we'll get those out of the way. So, there we go. So I'm guessing, yeah, and it's right, it's kind of a sliding arrangement here with the lid. Okay, so we've got the lid off. I'll put that to one side. And then you've got stuff that's inside. So what's inside? Well, I guess it's the board. I guess that is the board. I guess that is the board. I'll say it again. I guess that is the board, in case I miss it the first time. Here we have the board. And we'll open that up in a second. You have some instructions. Now, I'm guessing that these are kind of based on the original instructions. I know they have changed or developed as time's gone on, but yeah, so we'll have a look at that at some point, I guess. So try and find out how to play it, because I've mentioned before, I've never actually played it, so got to try and work out how to play it and then try and teach my children how to play it. Okay, so we've got that there. Now you have in the middle, you can see this. We've got playing cards. Now, playing cards. Basically, I don't know if you can see this. Most of them sort of represent a country or an area, and it has a symbol on it, which is either infantry, cavalry, or artillery. The areas, I guess, are fairly self-explanatory because it says it on there. I'm just quickly scanning through these to see if I can see if there's anything I wasn't expecting to see, like a wild card, but I think that's from the later games, so there's no wild cards in there, wherever they are. Like I said, I just don't know everything about the game, but I've researched it a little bit, so I know that there are different versions and different rules and so on and so forth, but I haven't really worked out how to play it. So we've got your cards there. I guess self-explanatory. Dice. I think the white ones are for the defenders, the red ones for the attackers. I'm not sure, but I guess that will come to light. But anyway, dice in there, and then you have, well, these things, which are wooden counters, and most of them are sort of cuboid, if you want. You've also got some ones that are more triangular in shape. You can actually sort of get one out of the box here. Try and find it. There we go. Yeah. From what I've read, and again I keep saying the same thing. From what I've read, is that initially you had just two shapes. One was one army. This one is 10 armies. So, but yeah, you've got obviously those in there. You've got your blue. Get those to one side. You've got your yellow. Each of these plastic boxes, by the way, has got Risk written on the front. I don't know if it comes across clearly, as you can see it there. So we've already had done blue, we've got yellow, this is black. Hopefully the colour comes across okay in the video. This and this, they're very similar in colour really, but obviously this one is pink and this one is red, but they are quite close in colour. I probably, if I was designing this myself now, wouldn't have these two colours so close together, but there you go. Back in the day, I guess they thought it was okay. And the last one is green. And that's pretty much with your cards and your dice, everything apart from the plastic insert tray which comes out, and you're just left with your wooden box there. So, you've got that. The only other thing to look at now is the board. So okay, so you've seen what's inside the box. The only thing we haven't really done so far is, well, I could read you the rules, but I'm not going to do that. The only other thing we can do is have a look at the board. So the board is in its cellophane. As to how this would have been originally, I'm guessing it would have been a much bigger piece that you would fold out. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what sort of size this is going to be when it actually folds out either. Let's try and get in it, but I'll try and get in it without actually ruining the board itself. Here we go, let's try here. We might be in. We have success. Okay, here we go, ready, steady. Get in. I don't know if I mentioned that the counter pieces, they're all sort of wooden that we saw earlier on. Trying to spit on my own thing, sorry about that. Okay, so here we have the board. Obviously it's going to fold out into several pieces. It's actually, the board isn't as big as what I thought it was going to be. I suppose that's probably about the size that it should be if it was. But hey, let's put it around the right way so you guys can see it. Here we have it. Obviously, it's a depiction of a global map, sort of semi-political map. So North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia and Australasia. As to how this actually sort of interacts with the game, I don't know. I've got to play it out. Obviously it means something to do with got to try and capture territories. But yeah, I'm going to have fun finding out. That was what was inside the Hasbro edition of their vintage version of the game of Risk. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.